Hey guys, it's Molly. Welcome back to my show. Okay, so I know you can't see me right now, but you can see me playing the game, right? If not, I'll have to try to find a way to fix this. Okay. So this is called Monster Loves You, and yeah, I'm going to be doing a little bit of gaming right now. Figured it'd be an apology for, being absent for so long. Anyway, I'm not sure how to play this, so let's play together. Let me just turn up the volume. Here we go. Help me begin your story. How does it go again? Long ago, deep in the forest, monsters called whale mists. That's right, long ago, nestled in the heart of the forest was the monster village of Omen. You were born from slime that holds the memory of monsters known for actions and attitudes, or words and thoughts. I'm gonna go peaceful. You're not awake yet, but soon your first eye will open. Your simple dreams will give way to life itself. You dream of helping the sick and soothing the woeful, outsmarting everyone else, speaking true when others lie. Honesty +9. Your body is turning and twisting, growing solid in the middle of a great vat of green slime. It's time to be born. Okay. What's this? Okay. You awaken in the chilling season, just as the air begins to turn crispy cool. Onward! Your eye is open. You're a morsel, just barely born. You float in the spawning vat. Dozens of other morsels are exploring, flailing, and stealing food from each other. Try to swim or make some noise. I'm gonna try to swim. Another morsel swims towards you. It opens its mouth to show a set of small sharp teeth. It bites you. What? This is intolerable. Stop that biting. Your eyes swim away from the toothy morsel. That one. You kick with new legs and paddle with new arms, squeak with a new mouth and cry tears of slime from your glistening eye. The aggressor is left in your wake. It turns and latches onto another morsel. Keep swimming away or lure the attacker away from the new victim. Okay, I'm gonna lure it away. You squeak and splash the violent morsel until it turns away from its prey. It swims at you. Let it take another bite of you to keep it busy, lead away from everybody, then escape. That one. Cleverness +9. You keep squeaking as you swim just slowly enough that the morsel will continue to pursue. It's getting tired, time to go. As the violent morsel slows to a stop, you speed up. You leave it in an empty part of the spawning vat where it has nobody to bite. Later, hater. Splash, flutter, splish, squeak. Another morsel is too weak to swim properly. It's sinking toward the bottom of the spawning vat. Ignore it and swim on. Too bad these things happen. Oh no, that's terrible. I'll do that one. You feel a deep sense of injustice at the smaller morsels' impending demise. If only you could do something about it. Do something about it. Okay. You swim to the morsel, determined to act. Get under the morsel and push it up. Try to think of something. I'm gonna get under it and push it up. As you push up, the morsel's dead weight forces you down. Your legs come to a rest against the bottom of the spawning vat where they begin to squish. Keep pushing, you're not giving up. Your feet are breaking up among the solid clumps on the floor of the vat. Uh-oh, time to give up. Still not giving up. Your legs are gone now, but you stretch your arms and body, changing your slimy shape to hold the other morsel up to the surface of the slime. Morsel out of danger? Yes. Don't grieve, it's logical. The needs of any one monster are important. Your body dissolves as you push one last time. The other morsel breaks apart, as any other. The two dissolving morsels reach for each other. They come together in a single mess. A new morsel. You are 2 and always will be 1. You have grown too big for the spawning vat. You must move on to the next stage of life and become a monsterling. Got any advice? No, don't grow up. Yeah, got any advice? You're going to get into some trouble, which is great. Exercise your bravery, cleverness, ferocity, kindness, and honesty. What kind of monster will you be? Indeed, to the Brood Cave and adventure! Adventure? I want to see what's everything here. Can I see my set? Honest monsters are known for their truthfulness, loyalty, and commitment to justice. If you're known for honesty, others will trust you more. Your honest score is 9 out of 100. Okay, what about kindness? Kindness is the genuine desire to help others without expectation of reward. Healers tend to be kind. Your kindness score is 0 out of 100. Hey, I saved the monster from drowning. What the hell? Ferocity. Sometimes you need to be cruel. Can you bring yourself to tear a wolf apart with your claws to show you're a monster? How about its cubs? Your ferocity score is 0 out of 100. Cleverness? Cleverness, wit, brain. It's how strong your mind is and how well you can suss out non-violent solutions to problems. Your cleverness score is 9 out of 100. Okay. Bravery. Bravery is your capacity to overcome fear and intimidation. One demonstrates bravery through courageous actions. Your bravery score is 9 out of 100. Okay. I'm gonna adventure now. What? Okay then. Let's adventure. Wolf, question mark, claw, dig, something, ear, door, something, bite, claw. Is that a goat? What's this digging one? Gob Claws pulls you into a side tunnel. There's something under there, she says, pointing to a huge pile of bat guano. Will you help me dig it out? Yeah, sure. Gob Claws starts digging on the left and you dig on the right. She's right, there's something solid under all this poop. Dig along with Gob Claws working together in perfect harmony, or dig deeper, get stinky, and beat Gob Claws to the whatever it is. We're gonna work in harmony. The two of you uncover plenty of animal skulls, way too big for them to have been eaten by bats. Perhaps a family of badgers was sleeping here. And then thousands of bats all had to poop at the same time. Yes, that's probably it. Gobclaw seems disappointed that she didn't find anything more interesting, but it was still a good day's digging practice. Okay, let's do another adventure. Door? On the walk around the cave, you notice a closed door set in the back of the wall. You don't remember seeing it before. Why would a closed door be in a cave? Because it's not ajar. Yuck. There are scratching and growling sounds coming from the other side. Your pulse begins to race. Gulp. Yuck. I'm sorry, is this monster goofy or something? Okay, look through the cracks under the door, open the door and face what's inside. Tell Marinas what you found and that you're reluctant to open the door. Quietly peek inside. I'm gonna look through the crack under the door. You can't really see anything, but it was a good thought. Open the door and face what's inside. Gobclaw tumbles out covered in green goo. She got stuck inside a storeroom full of rotting algae scum. Wait, why hasn't anyone noticed this door before? Gobclaw raises one pincer and blushes. It was covered with algae. I found it when I ate the stuff. Okay. Let's adventure again. So, let's do the rocks. Some monsterlings are building little stone towers. Lots come to you with a heaping armload of smooth rocks. Do you think this is enough to build a tower? Give him an honest answer, help him build a tower, shout, leave me alone, Blots, I'm busy, prank Blots nicely, pull a mean prank on Blots. I'm gonna help him. Honesty, kindness, cleverness. Alright. Like this, you point to a good flat spot on the floor, then start laying out a base for the tower. You and Blots build the best one in the cave. Okay. That was nice. Let's do the question one. This looks like a question. Nash. Oh, that's a hard name. Just because of that silent G, that confuses me a little bit. Okay. Nash Nash shows you a rock. It's the best rock in the whole cave. It looks like sleeping rabbits, but it's otherwise ordinary. Tell her she can find better. Nash Nash is always slapping you. Slap the rock out of her claws. She's dangerous. Tell her white lies. Tell her she can find better. Honestly. Nash Nash scowls and shakes the rock at you. You're lucky I'm not going to break this against your hard head, soft skull. Let it go. Nash Nash storms away, waving the rock in her claws. She mutters and grumbles and spits, but doesn't want to listen. Okay. You are halfway through leaving, becoming an adolescent. Firm up your personality as much as you can. That one looks bored. Changle sits by herself kicking pebbles. She's clearly upset about something. You live in the smelliest cave in the world. What could be wrong? Changle frowns. I had a bad dream. I cried in my sleep. Wee Me heard me, and now he's telling everyone. I'm a fraidy morsel. Help Changle with her Wee Me problem. Tell Changle she should deal with it herself. Shake your head and change the subject. I'm gonna help her. Kindness. Awesome. Wee Me is right over there by the lichen pile, chatting with Nash Nash and Bliss Tree. Changle cringes as he waves at her. Get Wee Me alone and talk to him. Confront Wee Me in front of the other monsterlings. Explain to Changle that it doesn't matter what Wee Me says. Get him alone and talk to him. Cleverness. You put a claw on Wee Me's shoulder and walk away from the lichen pile, smiling and chuckling. He asks you, did you hear about Changle? Tell that story again and I'll make up something worse about you. Tell that story again and I'll slice you to shreds. Something worse about you. Cleverness. Wee Me shushes you and promises not to talk about Changle anymore. Okay, I was just having some fun. Well, that's not the good kind of fun. Okay. There are 5 more to go. 6, I mean, sorry. Let's do this weird goat one. Marinus leads a group of monsterlings to the Scapegoat's pit in Portent Square. What's the scapegoat? Look for trouble. Go along with Marinus. I'm gonna go along with him. Elder Marinus escorts everyone down into the pit. The scapegoat stands and trots over to her. It's filthy and its breath smells like warm grass. Watch the scapegoat in action. Marinus turns her back on the scapegoat. The goat uses its long horns to gouge at her hide, removing some dirt and several parasites. So she's clean now? Yuck. Clean monsters? Yuck, yuck. Marinus smiles down at you. Don't claw it till you felt it, little one. It's good to get things out of your hide, and not just for us. Is she trying to teach us a lesson? Marinus withdraws to the edge of the pit, but she looks from you to the other monsterlings. She looks from you and the other monsterlings to the filthy matted hair of the goat. Offer to clean the scapegoat. Marinus is delighted at your offer. You stay behind while the other monsterlings go back to the cave. Clean that goat. You run your claws through the goat's thick, wiry hair. Dirt, leaves, and twigs fall to the ground. Hey, that's nice. The goat shivers and stamps its hooves in a little dance of pleasure. When you're done, Marinus comes to take you back to the cave. Goodbye, scapegoat. Bye. You said it, goat. Okay, let's do the deer now. You hear clattering, then flapping. A deer tumbles in through the cave entrance with Bliss Tree trapped in his antlers. How did she get stuck in a deer? Or how did the deer get stuck around her? Jump out of the way and hide in the corner. I'm gonna question it. Deer and monsterlings are traditionally curious about each other. Bliss Tree probably flew up and perched on him, then things got crazy. Wrestled the deer to the ground, calmed the deer, jokes on Bliss Tree riled the deer up. I'm gonna calm the deer. Cleverness and kindness. Soothed by the tone of your voice and the gentle touch of your claws, the deer, my god, the deer kneels long enough for you to free Bliss Tree. Success! The deer rushes off. Bliss Tree thanks you, then limps off to tend to a pair of wounded wings. Okay. I like this game. This game's really nice. Okay, these two look like trouble, so does this, and this one I want to save for last. I'm gonna do this one next. Nash Nash spies a delicious mouse head mushroom. Mine! She plucks it from the floor, but it tumbles from her claws and bounces into a dark crevice in the wall. Get it? Let Nash Nash get her own darn mushrooms. Tell Nash Nash she's too afraid to go after the mushroom. I'll get it for her. Okay, how? Fish out the mushroom with something sticky. Crawl inside and get the mushroom. Offer to help Nash Nash get the mushroom back. Fish it out with something sticky. Cleverness. Awesome. You spit a glob of slime onto one claw, then reach as far into the crevice as you can. Success! You devour the delicacy for yourself. Okay. Oh my, you wake up to find you're no longer a little monsterling. You're growing up. Wow! Elder Marinus calls the oldest monsterlings to gather in the group. You're one of the oldest ones now, so you should join them. She looks grave. Go with Elder Marinus. Marinus shuffles down the long tunnel, turning this way and that among dozens of forking passages. Keep going. Marinus stops in a warm, humid chamber with a pit in the floor. She points to the pit, which sees with thick mist. Jump right in. Wait for her to make you go. Jump right in. Bravery. You fall and fall some more, and fall, and you're falling, and other monsterlings are falling? Yes, some of them are crying, and you can't see through the mist. Or is it fog? Maybe clouds. Moans and groans and whispering screams. Where is this? It must be somewhere. You land on smooth, flat stone. Despite the swirling vapor, the floor is dry as a bone. You hear other monsterlings breathing nearby. Some of them are still above you, still flailing. Get out of the way. Try to cushion the fall for another monsterling. Kindness. Oof, you don't see who you helped. Whoever it is rolls away into the thick fog without a word. Gratitude is not important. You rejoin some of the monsterlings at the edge of the mist. There are more passages out of here than you can count. Some monsterlings begin to panic while others look determined. You should take charge. And then the other one was, let someone else take the lead. The other monsterlings watch you curious. Lead the way personally. Slash the others to show them you're in charge. Help everyone work together. I'm gonna help everyone work together. Yay! Kindness boosted. You lead the other monsterlings into a rousing song. Putting aside their trepidation, they advance into the twisting passages. Soon you have all convened in a cave full of even thicker mist. Where is everyone? Why can't we see each other? The chamber swirls with mist, smoke, fog, vapor, except it's not any of those things. It's ghosts, hundreds of them, large and small. They're everywhere. Spooky. One by one, the pale ghosts begin to turn their attention to you. Their eyes glow different colors. Stand fast, cringe a little. Stand fast. The ghosts speak in many voices, all hollow and distant, all in unison. They ask you, do you fear? Yes, this is scary. Attack them. Wait and say nothing. The ghosts stare into and through you as though you're the one made of mist. One sharp voice speaks from behind you. Why are you here? Lecture the ghosts about the monster life cycle. Attack them. Bide your time. A small ghost coils around your foot like a cold, wet snake. The ghost moans, will you lend us some of your blood so we may go on? Let them take your blood. The ghosts draw closer and closer, unraveling their bodies into ropes of fog, like the tentacles of some great clammy squid. Their eyes grow dim and you think you see fangs. Let them drink deep, trusting they will take only what they need. Watch them, stop if they take too much blood. You get ready to back away if necessary, then realize they're all around you biting and drinking. You feel dizzy, fall down unconscious. End of monsterlinghood. Okay. So that's bravery, that's cleverness, that's ferocity, that's honesty, and that's kindness, and I don't know what that is. Okay, yep. You wake up inside a well-appointed hovel. This is your home now. Start living as an adolescent monster. Enter the big bad world. Rock. The top bit shows how many days you have left until the next stage of life, and the bottom shows how much respect you have amassed. Okay. Oh, that's what that is. That's respect. Okay, let's enter the big bad world then. Monster. Okay then. Okay, I guess the only thing I can do is adventure in town. Oh, food. Let's do that first. You sniff the air. Sniff, sniff, sniff! Could that be frosting? Blotz greets you and Nash Nash with a fluffy pink cake. Nash Nash says, Blotz says he stole this from a human child. How do you three share this? First one to the center wins, distract the others. It's a human's cake, think about it. You know, like humans would. I kinda like this option actually. First one to the center wins. Okay, come on, mouse. My mouse is like spazzing out. Cleverness. The three of you circle the cake and plunge your faces in, eating until the plate's clean. Then you eat the plate. Okay. Okay. Oh, I guess each of these is a day. So it says I have 8 days and there are, well, more than 8 things here. Let's do one that's a fight so that I can get some ferocity. You see Jaggery in a haze of buzzy, angry yellow bees. It looks like he stole a beehive off a tree and took it home. You can see why. Honey is irresistible. Jaggery motions for you to help him. Size up the situation, help him out, don't interfere, nature is beautiful. Who cares about a few bee stings? Grab the honey! Help him out. Just standing there thinking about it, you get stung twice. The bees are getting angrier and angrier. Jaggery frowns and asks, what do we do? Put the hive near the smokehouse. Wave them away with your arms. Put the hive near a garden. Put the hive near the smokehouse. Cleverness. It worked. The bees fall asleep and you get a double claw full of stinger-free honey. Okay. I need ferocity. That didn't give me ferocity. Maybe this will. Outside your house, Nash Nash charges from a nearby bush and sends you tumbling. Challenge! She screams at the top of her voice. It's on! Leap at her and crush her, square off and wait for Nash Nash to make a mistake, take turns slapping each other, decline her challenge. I'm going to square off and wait for her to make a mistake. There! Nash Nash swings and misses! Take your shot. You lunge forward and knock her out. The day is yours. You look around proudly, but nobody noticed your little scuffle. Okay. Yeah, I got a little ferocity! Okay. I did 3 things, so I only have 5 days left. Let's do this one. You, Nash Nash, and Gobclaws hide in a stand of prickly thorn bushes, watching human children run back to their bus. Well, what's that they left? Shiny, red, round things? It's a scooter! Mine! Battle Nash Nash and Gobclaws birds. Pharisees race to the scooter to claim it. Oh, more ferocity. You all charge out of the bushes only to trip over each other and land in a big pile of feathers, scales, and fur. Now what? Mine! Refuse to be defeated. Sharing is caring. Let Nash Nash win. But Nash Nash isn't very nice, it seems like. Mine! Kicking the others in the face, you lunge forward to the scooter only to be tripped at the last second by Nash Nash. She scoots away laughing at you. Okay. At least I got more ferocity. Okay, animal track, castle, footprint, mosquito, and the ooh face. I can't even click that one. I can click all the rest of them, but I can't click that one. Maybe that one. Well then, that was a sound. Long, drooly, snapping sounds come from the square, where you see Prufrock single-clawedly taking on a rampaging pack of wolves. He grunts to you for help. Are these wolves a threat? Push Prufrock to safety and fight the wolves. Help him scare them away. Stand back, maybe try to distract them. I'm gonna fight them! Yay! When the fur settles, a pot of wolf stew bubbles happily in the center of the square. Everyone lines up to cheer for you and eat. Okay, 3 days left. Oh, now I can click on this thing. I'll click on it. Mupsy Moral slithers up to you and says, I wonder if you can confirm a rumor for me. Mupsy Morsel? Moral? Mushroom? Who? You'll have nothing to do with Mupsy. Talk to Mupsy. Hamrag was baking a special 6-pork pie made from 6 kinds of pigs. You know, a delicacy. What's so delicate about 6 pigs? Ask her to get to the point. The pie was cooling on the windowsill and vanished. Your friend Nash Nash was seen nearby just before, but not after the vanishing. What do you think about this? Not much really. It's just like her to steal a pie. Be honest. Weave a tale to cover for Nash Nash. I'm gonna go with, not much really. Mopsy can see that you don't know anything, or at least that you don't care. She leaves you in peace. Okay. No, because I don't want to throw Nash under the bus, and I also don't want to lie. So, I have 2 days left, so I'm going to do the animal track. You're heading home with a dead rabbit you found. Suddenly, a fox appears. He sidles up to you and asks, "You going to eat all of that?" Examine the fox. You're clearly no ordinary fox. Hand over the whole rabbit. Share the rabbit with the fox and make him watch you eat it. Share the rabbit with the fox. Kindness. You tear the rabbit into 2 pieces. It splits unevenly. One chunk has most of the meat, and the other is a bunch of tendons and skin. The fox looks up hungrily. Give him a good chunk. You and the fox enjoyed the delicious rabbit. Mmm, crunchy. Okay. I like crunchy food anyway. Not rabbit, but I like potato chips a lot. I like a nice crunch in my food. Okay, castle, question, mosquito. I'm gonna do castle. You and Gobclaws are playing Toss the Kitten. You're winning 2-1 when, crash, you miss. Whoops. And the kitten shatters Hamrag's window. Oops, stick around. Run for it! I'm gonna do bravery. Stick around. Hamrag comes crashing out of his hovel, still half asleep, but all the way angry. Who did this? I'll drown you in the spawning vat. I cannot tell a lie. Hamrag whirls and glares at you so hard that you feel heavy and hot. His eyes begin to shine with a weird red light. Oh, really? Gobclaws threw the kitten. It was me. Perhaps we should have been more careful. Honestly. Hamrag yells until he gets tired. As an afterthought, he grabs the kitten from you and eats it before slamming his front door. Okay. Gobclaw sighs. I was going to eat that kitten. Mmm, roast kitten. Interesting game. Okay, adolescence is fleeting. You have grown beyond youth and have become an adult. Yes! What's so yes about that? No one wants to be an adult. You've been dragged from your bed by your friends and neighbors. Trying to sleep here, fight them. What, who, the, where, why, now? That'd probably be me, to be honest. They tell you it's time to grow up. You're taken into the woods. Okay. The neighbors throw you into the center of a great circle of monsters all older than you. They whisper to each other, then look at you, then whisper some more. Get on getting on. The monsters murmur and mutter, spit and snarl. They're deciding what best defines you as a monster. Wait patiently, tell them to hurry up, take a nap. Wait patiently. After a while, the muttering stops, though the murmuring goes on for some time longer. Finally, the assembled monsters come to a decision. Well, what is it? The ring of monsters shuffles closer to you, forming a tighter circle. Elders loom over you while the smaller adults crouch low. Your surroundings grow shadowy and dark. Wait, what's happening? What do they want from you now? I'm going to wait, what's happening? This is the end of your adolescence. Your body becomes tougher, and other grown-up monsters will be more likely to listen when you speak. Okay. The ring of monsters shuffles closer to you, forming a tighter circle. Elders loom over you while the smaller... Okay, so this is before. I should have clicked what do they want from you now. Okay. You see concern in some of their faces, but very little respect. So what, does a monster need respect to grow up? Wait for them to assign you a task. I'm gonna do that one. It's immediately clear to the crowd that you are a very kind monster. So nice of them to think so. You are sent to the goat pit to groom the scapegoat. The goat is unusually unruly and angry today. Make the goat submit to your hygiene practices. Let the goat freak out, then calmly groom it. It requires kindness. Alright, good. I was able to do that. Okay. You let the scapegoat butt you with its horns until it's tired, then use your claws like clippers. You give it a nice trim and pick off some tasty parasites. The crowd is impressed. Smile, bow, and move on. Eat the parasites, they're full of nutrients. Share the parasites with other monsters. I'm gonna do that one. Kindness and respect. Yeah, I got more respect. They're impressed with your generosity. Everyone eats a parasite or two and smiles. Alright. My kindness is up. No, I'm sorry, that's my cleverness. My cleverness is up. My kindness is up also, actually. My honesty and my bravery are about the same, but my ferocity has gone up a little bit, and so has respect for me. You're an adult now! You'll grow stronger over time, but your personality is no longer as mutable as it was when you were young. Onward to adulthood! Politic with monsters, explore the whale mist. I'm going to see what this is. I mean, I have twice as much time now, so... Nah, I wanna explore, actually. Let's go back to the scapegoat. A squirrel hops into a pool of sunlight, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to bury nuts and make something of itself. You drop on it from a branch, grab it, and twist its head off. Delicious decapitation. Ugh. A young wolf suddenly leaps in front of you, snaps the squirrel out of your claws, and runs off, laughing and barking. Sorry, I need to take a drink break. Alright. Wolves can bark now? Isn't that only dogs? Turn table on the wolf. Chase the wolf into the bushes. Chase the wolf into the bushes. Apparently got some more cleverness. Awesome. You run into the underbush, slashing and tearing at the binding vines and leaves, but soon lose the wolf's trail. As you stagger home, you notice that wolf poop. Haha, wolf poop. Has been left along the trail. You know without a doubt who left it there. Go home and try to forget about it. Respect -3. As you approach the hovel, Lystri helpfully points out that you stepped in some of the wolf poop. You're a laughing stock. Okay. That's... Man... I lost respect. That was hard-earned respect. Oh well, let's do the sword thing. You find a red hood and a basket in the middle of the forest path. A human house is nearby. Funny, you never noticed it before. There's a white picket fence out front. Creepy, stay away. Circle the pretty little house. Take the hood and basket home. I'm gonna circle it. There's a great deal of blood in the yard, along with a half-dead wolf coughing weakly. Ask the wolf what happened. Woodcutter's friend. You can't trust them. Beware their axes, and beware their axes, even worse than knives. The wolf finishes dying. Bow your head in respect. Honesty. Awesome. You're not sure if you're respecting the human capacity for killing or the wolf's perfectly timed last words, but before you can come to a decision, you've grown bored. Take and eat the wolf carcass. You haul the strangely heavy carcass back home. An elder points out a sewn-up gash down the wolf's belly and says it was good work. Admit it was someone else who cut it open. The elder is impressed with your honesty and says so. You open the gash and find stones inside the wolf. How odd. Okay. Okay, so that was little reference to Little Red Riding Hood. I noticed that immediately, but I felt I wanted to point that out also. Okay, what's this blood? You stalk the forest, hunting an elusive swift elk. Suddenly it emerges from the underbrush, lowering its antlers and pawing at the ground. It's going to charge! Perfect, tear it apart! Run away, run away! I'm gonna tear it apart! Bravery, yeah! The elk charges and you duck under it, slashing a hole in its chest. But instead of a heart, you find... nothing. The elk turns, catches you with its antlers, and flings you into a tree. What the... The elk bounds away. It's unkillable! There's nothing that's unkillable! After it! Leave the elk in the woods. Return to Omen and warn everyone about the strange elk. I'm going to go after it. You keep chasing the elk until it pauses to drink from the stream. Then you spring at it without fear and tear it limb from limb, head from body, antler from skull. Roar! Bravery, honesty, ferocity, cleverness, kindness. The pieces are still twitching as you devour them. You are filled with a strange heat, but it soon fades. How bracing! Respect. Other monsters comment on the new swagger in your step as you return to Omen. Okay. Hey! I got more respect than ever now. Awesome! I definitely made up for losing it before. Okay, I got 11 days left. This is the snake one, yeah! You take the lead on a hunt in the wall mist, but you've become separated from the group. Suddenly you catch sight of something. There! Where? within the thicket! Rumor has it that an especially large, clever snake tricked Nash Nash, biting her and made her sick for days. And it's right there, waiting, watching. Call everyone and get out of here. You've been eating snakes before, time to eat another. I'm gonna do that. Bravery. Awesome. You slowly creep up on it, sharpening your claws. Suddenly you stop. A print in the dirt is clearly from Nash Nash's foot, and that's definitely dried monster blood around it. Lure the crafty serpent into a trap so it can't bite you. Use yourself as bait, be the trap. I'm gonna lure it into a trap. You perch on the branch above a crude snare and beat 2 rocks together to attract the snake's attention. This goes on for some time. Keep beating those rocks. Suddenly the snake drops from a branch above you. You struggle, but it's too late. It crushes you with its terrible strength. Everything's getting dark. Next thing you know, Nash Nash has pounced on this snake. She grabs its head and holds its mouth shut, keeping its fangs trapped. Still crushing. Ah, Nash Nash bites the snake's head off and swallows it. You gasp as the coil is loosened. Nash Nash is carried through Omen by a group of cheering monsters while you are left to recover on your own. Okay. I lost 3 respect. Damn it, Nash Nash. Let's do that one. That one looks like a happy one. A flock of geese are in the square. No, honk. One can talk, honk. Above the din, honk. Nash Nash screams. Last one to drive them away is the loser! And she's on that human scooter she found. Honk. Hunt down a cool secret weapon of your own. The stick is mightier than the wheel. Sabotage Nash Nash. Just grab the scooter for yourself. Honk. Not you too. Sheesh. Honk. I had to. Hunt down a cool secret weapon of your own. You run to Hamroch's hovel and borrow the foxtail he uses as a doormat. Let's gear up. Plonking it on your head, you run toward the geese, growling and yipping. The geese swarm you. Uh-oh, you can think of 2 good options. Think fast, out, honk the geese. Fury and fear unite, attack. Think fast, out, honk the geese. Cleverness maxed. Respect +5. You honk so loudly the geese think you to be the boss goose and follow you to the nearest pond. Nash Nash accepts the loss and scoots off. Okay. How many more do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that would be 4 for the other one. Let's just continue doing this one till the end. You're following a deer in the forest when the trail comes to an abrupt end just in front of a cave entrance. The hoof prints look strange, like the deer doubled back, walking backwards in its own tracks. It's a trap! Okay, so what do you do about it, smart monster? Get away from the cave quickly? Clearly you should fight the trap. Turn the trap against the deer. Let's turn it against the deer. You walk into the cave and find Hamrag taking one of his famous naps. Huge monster is known for his irritability when he's wakened. A twig snaps in the bushes. The deer is bleeding. Draw the deer closer. Wait for the deer to come to you. Draw closer. You shake and crouch. Readying your claws, Hamrock starts to wake up. Now, go! The deer has crept forward to watch you spring the trap. You catch it by surprise as you leap back out of the cave. You kill it with a single swipe of your claws. That'll teach it. Hamrock stumbles out of the cave, half asleep, but ready to fight. Give him some deer meat. You mollified the huge monster with half the deer carcass. Hamrock says, "Hey, you can wake me up any time if it's going to be with a meal like that." Okay. Yeah, I got more respect. I don't want to continue with all of these. 14 is too much. What's this? Potent Morden Fair Square Chaos. I will never understand that guy. I'm gonna just finish off the 8 days and then be done with it. Alright, sharing the adventures, the snake moon is rising in the sky and it's time to gather snakes for the ritual. Snake moon? Other monsters will bring plenty of snakes. Stay home and let them do all the work. Set out to gather snakes. You wander the fields near the wall mist. It's easy to catch snakes, but every time you reach for another one, some of them squirm out of your grasp. Most of your snakes are getting away. Not anymore, they're not. Kill the snakes as you catch them. I'm just gonna keep catching them alive. Everyone claps when you arrive with 3 living snakes hanging from you by their fangs. The venom hardly stings at all. The snakes are added to the cauldron along with a mass of other snakes, some writhing and others lying still. Join the circle as the ritual begins. Okay. Human? You hear Gritmidden telling younger monsters about the human that almost killed him. It's the pointy parts that get you, he says. Listen in. Always wait until the knife is pointing somewhere else. Then, run away! He turns to you and says, isn't that right? Explain to the youngsters that a human knife is always dangerous. Exaggerate the story to strike fear into them. And impress everyone by claiming to be an expert. Now I'm just going to explain. You calmly expand on Gritmidden's tale, sharing what you have learned about the frightening blades of the humans. The young monsters promise that they will treat such things with respect, even if nobody's holding one. Okay. Cool deal. There's still too many to do. I'm only halfway done. Balfog and Gritmidden arguing in the street over a cat. They both want kitty croquettes for lunch. Sounds yummy. So what's the problem? Balfog says he caught the cat, but Gritmidden says it was in his larder before it got out. Both monsters turn to you as a neutral party to decide. Finders, eaters, clearly the cat is Balfog's. Try to make everyone happy. Balfog holds the cat close, stroking it absently. The cat mews and rubs its head against his chitinous gripper. Ask Balfog if, just this once, sharing is on the table along with the cat. Demand to hold the cat while you meditate the dispute. Now I'm just going to do that. I got honesty, kindness, and respect. You're able to persuade Balfog to give Gritmidden the cat's tail, so that's something. Gritmidden thanks you for your intercession. Okay. Okay. This has 7 things left. And this still has the 4. I'm gonna do this one. Wild chickens are back in season, as delicious as they are mean. They're loose within the wilderness, and the monsters are all hunting them down. Poof! Chickens? Lame. Forget about it. Find some eggs and just eat those. Get out there and hunt those wild chickens! I'm gonna hunt. Deep in the woods, you're looking for chicken scratch when you literally stumble over a hen guarding a cluster of chicks. The hen clucks and caws at you. Look at that hen! She's huge! Fight the hen. Drag the weakest chickens away from their protector. Fight the hen! Though the clucking makes your blood turn cold, you seize the great hen and fight until you're both a mess of feathers and blood, but victory is savory. Respect +5. Nash cheers so hard that 2 chickens she hasn't killed yet escape her grasp. Okay. Okay, I have 5 days, so... How many did I do here? I did 7 here, so I guess it's only fair that I do the rest here, right? Maybe? I don't know. Let's do the spider one. Today is the day of the Spinner 500, the big spider race. Winners are regarded highly by all around town. Let's do this! Let's not! Let's do this! I would love to choose let's not though, but that would probably end this. Way before it even started, so let's do this. But your spider hurt her leg this morning, what should you do? It's a noble race! Watch your spider! She's normally the fastest spider in the world, even the playing field. May the best spider win! Enter yours unaided. It's a noble race, watch with your spider. Just gonna watch with the spider then. With a tear and a smile, you and your spider watch from the stands. The spider sucks the butter out of a piece of popcorn and gives you 4 tiny thumbs up at once. Grand! Respect +5. She rubs her healing leg and says, next year's the year if a bird doesn't eat me. Okay. Okay, let's do this like pointing finger one. You show your newest collection of human artifacts to your neighbors. They seem suitably impressed and listen in. Say more! The truth is, you just found them in the woods, but everyone seems so interested, it would be a shame to let them down. Monsters do love a story, so you could stretch the truth. Lie big, tell them you tricked a human. Just a little lie to keep things interesting. Tell the straight truth. By the time you're halfway done with the tale of your peaceful walk back to Omen with the artifacts, Hamrock is asleep and everyone else has gone home. At least you were true to yourself. Hey, as long as it doesn't decrease my stats, I'm fine with it. Okay, let's do the lifting rock thing. All of Omen is abuzz. Elders glare angrily at everyone, then look back at the broken sign at the town gate. You look down at the little piece of the sign you're holding and blush. Wait, what did you do again? Yes? Wait, what did you do again? Coming back from a hunt, you were so full of high spirits that you jumped up and slapped the sign. You just slapped a little too hard. With your claws. Okay. Alright, so click yes. Blistry spots the bit of sign that you're holding. Hey, don't tell anyone you broke it. It'll get fixed. This will all blow over. It's just an ill wind that blows nobody any good. Bygones will be bygones. What's she going on about? Blistry is often accused of thinking she knows everything. This includes human cliches. All of them. Blistry says, I can take care of this. Look, I took a bit of the sign too. I can slip some into Virok's hair when he isn't looking. Nobody ever believes him since he's always lying and stealing things. No, come forth and admit your accidental crime. Stay silent. I'm just gonna admit it. Aw, I lost respect. All the gathered elders scowl at you. They take turns chewing you out, which for monsters is a more literal expression than you might expect. Ragged and bloody, you creep back to your hovel to heal. You take solace in the fact that your honor is intact. You messed up, but you told the truth, and everyone will remember that. Okay. I lost respect, though. Damn it. Alright, let's do this lifting rock one. You sit with Nash and Godclaws on a tattered red blanket, eating cookies and talking about artifacts. I'm not gonna bother with what are artifacts. Continue the discussion. Godclaw sighs. I really like artifacts. I want a nice big collection, but it seems like I can never find any good ones. You and Nash exchange glances. Glance! Nash runs a claw along the handlebars of her little scooter. You both know some good spots. Tell Godclaws about the good spots. Keep mum. You can help her in other ways. I'm gonna tell her about the good spots. You open your mouth, but gasp as Nash kicks you. Hard. Ah, why? Nash whispers, that'll be less stuff for us. I don't care if you have less stuff, but if I do, you're in big trouble. She pokes you with her claws to make her point. Keep the secret? Tell her anyway. Godclaw circles her pincers happily as she does a little dance of thanks. She scuttles off into the woods to check out the places you described. What about Nash? Nash makes good on her promise of big trouble in the form of a thorough drubbing. You crawl back to your home exhausted and bleeding. Okay, I have 1 day left, so I can do one of these, or one of these. I'm gonna do this one. Blistry comes to you, flapping her winglets and clenching her claws. Muxie Moral is looking for me. I overslept. I missed the hairy hare hunt. What's so bad about that? Okay. What's so bad about that? I was on the list for the hunt, says Blistry, and those hairy hares are really fast. We have to collect enough of their feet every year so Omentown is good luck. Ask Blistry how many feet the hunt brought back without her. She yells, none! I was supposed to watch from above and show the other hunters where the hares were hiding. Bad luck for everyone then, except the hares. Blistry flutters her winglets again. Especially for me. Muxie's going to print a story about how I ruined everything for everyone. Okay. Blistry comes to you, flapping her winglets and clenching her claws. Did it start me over? Damn it. Alright, chose the OK option. Blistry suddenly leaps to the top of a garbage can, spreads her winglets and glides away. Weird. Just then Muxie Moral rolls into Portent's square pen and pad Oh, pen and pad grasping her thin claws. Did you see Blitztree come through here? I want to make sure everyone knows the truth. Tyler Blitztree overslept. Claim ignorance, no comment. Lupsy laughs and prints the story. Your quote is an instant hit. Some of the elders start calling Blitztree Blitztree. At least no one will miss the next hairy hare hunt, right? Okay. You're growing old, my friend. Your body is very soft, and you drip slime everywhere you go. It's getting hard to leave your hovel. Stay inside, think about it. Go see the spine doctor. Embrace your fate. Go see the spine doctor. The doctor tells you that your time is almost up. You'll soon reach the end of adulthood, and you will either ascend to elder status or dissolve into slime. What happens to monsters who dissolve? Their bodies melt into the spawning vat, where their memories will nourish the minds of new generations of morsels. Okay, what happens to monsters who ascend? Those who manage to ascend become elders and live on to steer the fate of monster kind. Okay, can the doctor do something to stop the process? The spine doctor says there is a treatment that might prevent your dissolution. Learn more about the treatment. The doctor says the treatment involves an extract taken from the tentacle ferns that grow in the wall mist. That's easy, go get a fern. Following the spine doctor's directions, you enter the wall mist in search of a tentacle fern. They're common in these woods. Pick a fern. You wade through a thicket of the sticky green coils, letting them brush against your hide until one latches firmly in place. That means it's ripe. You snatch the fern with your claws. What's that sound? It's a little monsterling trying not to be noticed. Ignore the monsterling and move along. Yell at her, she should be in the brood cave. Stop for a while. The little monsterling asks, why are you dripping so much slime? You look behind you and see a trail of goopy fluids. Explain about dissolution, eat the monsterling. I'll just explain about dissolution. The young monsterling seems terrified at the thought of dissolving. She says, it's not fair. Animals live much longer than we do, and humans longer still. Tell her it's natural for monsters and nothing to fear. Tell her she's right to be upset. It's natural. Kindness, kindness. You remind her that this is the cycle of life and that it's always been this way. We carry in us the remnants of thousands of monsters who came and went before us. She seems reassured, and explain about ascendance also. Okay. You point back toward Omen, and it's not over for everyone. If the other monsters respect you enough, you can live on as an elder to share your wisdom directly and help care for the monsterlings. Go on. She says, I'd like to do that. Is that what you're going to do? Tell her you can't ascend once you take your medicine. You explain that you're going to have a few more things to do, but then you're going back to the spawning vat. She nods sadly and leaves you to your task. Move on. You return to the spine doctor with the tentacle fern. She takes it from you. Watch her make the medicine, change your mind, and go home without it. I'm just going to watch her make the medicine. The doctor runs the fresh sticky fern through a low flame, studies it carefully, then eats it. What? The spine doctor says, there is no medicine. I just want to give you a chance to think about it some more. Do you understand? Nod and accept her wisdom. As you turn to leave, the spine doctor says, I hope you do well. I'd like to see you as an elder. Go home. They'll be waiting. A group of elders is waiting at the door of your hovel. They've seen your dripping. They know it's time for you to dissolve or ascend. Refuse to go with them to dissolve or become an elder. Ask them to come back later. I'm just gonna go with them. The elders of Omen surround you at the spawning vat. They built a fire beneath a small cauldron. Your body is squishy and damp. Examine the cauldron. Be tested. Try to ascend to elder status. Dissolve. Become one with the spawning vat. Last chance to run. Flee into the wilderness. Be tested. Mass Elder comes forward. She says, it's time to decide. All the elders growl and snarl. Wait. The Mass Elder claws herself. 3 drops of liquid splatter against the hot bottom of the empty cauldron. Thick vapor rises into the air. Listen. The Masked Elder asks, who has already decided the fate of this monster? Wait. A few of the elders approach the cauldron to add fluid to the collection. The liquid begins to bubble. Wait. The Masked Elder has placed 5 flat stones on the ground before you. She says, choose one. Chance will guide your claw. Look at the stones. Each stone is stained with old blood and polished by the touch of many a paw. You can't tell one stone from the other. Okay, pick a stone that looks good. The other side of the stone is etched with a crude glyph. It shows a monster facing down at a human. The Masked Elder says, we will test your bravery. be tested. The elders add sticks and dry leaves to the fire until it grows huge and hot. They remove the cauldron and retreat before the roaring flames one by one until only you remain. Stay near the fire. It's hot, very hot, and your body begins to pull away on its own. You gather your will and remain in place. Your excess slime begins to dry out and crack, but as the fire dies out, you're still here. Whew. Several monsters howl their approval and step forward, adding more fluids to the iron cauldron. Select the next stone. The other side of the stone is etched with a crude glyph. It shows a monster frowning in concentration. The Masked Elder says, "We will test your cleverness. Be tested." The Masked Elder emits a series of musical whistles and clicks, then performs a complex dance. You've never seen these steps before. She says, "Now you do it. Copy every noise and movement." "Yeah, you're a dancing fiend!" Polite applause washes across the crowd. "You knew you could do it." Several monsters howl their approval and step forward, adding more fluids to the iron cauldron. Dance over to the cauldron. You hold the cauldron, which contains the portentous infusion. It's heavy. Look in the cauldron, drink the portentous infusion. If there's enough blood in it, you'll ascend. Look in the cauldron. It's quite full and there's far more blood in there than slime. Okay, drink it. You drink the bubbling concoction, then belch and howl. Your body solidifies almost instantly. You are an elder now. Okay. I'm an elder. I have 100% honesty, 100% cleverness, high bravery, almost 100% kindness, 45 respect, and 39 ferocity. Awesome. You are now an elder. You are welcome in Znak, the oldest of monster towns. Okay. At this stage of life, if you play your cards right, you'll be able to affect both the way monsters view humans and vice versa. Use your powers of persuasion wisely. Okay, I am just going back to the home page. Here, let me turn this down. Let me turn this down a bit. Alright guys, I've been playing this for almost an hour now, according to my timer. And so, I think this is a good point to end it on. The game is almost over, so I will probably resume it for another time. Until then, I will see you all when I get around to making a new video. I don't know when that will be, but I'm hoping it will be very soon. This is probably going to be posted on Friday, so I hope you all have a good weekend. I'm sorry that I haven't been around, just with finals and school and working. Everything is chaotic. So, thank you for watching. If you watched to the end, good on you. This is a very interesting game. I like it. And so, with that, I'll see you all next time. Comment, like, subscribe, and check out my links in the description box down below. Bye bye!